coming out of the loo, and it was raining bikini briefs. And then my husband wanted to borrow my garter belt.
He's already done a show on men who hate their underwear.
Scooped again. What are you doing?
Dr. Seaman seems to feel that tight underwear can make sperm very sleepy. Wake up.
Well, what exactly are you going to be wearing in lieu of the underwear?
And laughing is not allowed.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it.
Look, Julia, if Dr. Zeman, that quack, seems to feel that we cannot make a baby because of me, I am determined to get my sperm up to speed, even if I have to wear a dress.
Oh, be still my heart.
Well, then maybe it's better if I look like a dork, Julia. We can't make love for at least 7 days. That's a week. That's a whole week of being strong, and that is not fair. Not fair.
What?
Julia, how am I supposed to keep away from you if you walk around dressed like that?
All right, I'll take it off.
No, you won't, Julia, please. Oh. This is not going to work, is it? Let's adopt.
Mason, I was just joking. I was a joke. It was a bad joke, but I was joking. Take your hands off me.
I hear we got another one. Marriage.
You spelled that wrong. See?
Well, it doesn't matter what the letters are. What's the point? It doesn't matter what the letters are, as long as my heart's in the right place, you know?
Well, I've been thinking about a wedding much lately, but a real wedding this time. I don't want any plastic flowers or mulchers or Энджела or Uorrен, okay?
No, okay. No mulchers. No mulchers. No Энджelas and no Uorrens and just us. All right, so when do you want to do it? When do you want to get married?
Soon.
Is this bad time? Oh, I can see that it is. I'm sorry. It's really important that I ask this question.
All right, come in then.
Well, actually, it's Ted I need to talk to. It's kind of private. Do you have a birthmark on your backside?
What?
Do you have a birthmark on your behind?
I don't know if the food was really that good or if I was just so happy to eat with a fork instead of chopsticks.
That's why they don't have an obesity problem in the Orient, because it's too much trouble shoveling it all in, I think.
I mean, you were like a surgeon with those chopsticks. I bet you could eat rice 1 grain at a time.
But could I pick up a hot fudge sundae? That is the question. You are feeling better, aren't you?
Yeah. And the key word there is feel. I'm doing it. Happy, sad, brave, scared, everything.
It's gonna get better and better.
Yeah. You know that old saying, the light at the end of the tunnel is the light from the onrushing train?
No, but go ahead.
Well, anyway, I used to believe that until I came here and started working with Skylar and feeling all the support from my family and Cruz and you. I guess you guys are making a believer out of me that light's just sunshine.
It is. Trust me.
Pretty girls should be wary of men who say, trust me.
What do you want?
Answers. I guess I'm that onrushing train you're talking about. I've got a few more questions about Frank Goodman's death.
Tell me you're not serious. You're not really going to take the fall for BJ.
I'm serious. I'm going to take the fall for BJ.
She wasn't even in her right mind when she killed Frank. After what he did to her, there's no jury in the world that would convict her.
It's not the jury I'm worried about. It's BJ herself. She blocked out what she did because she can't handle it. And if she's arrested and forced to before she's ready, I'm afraid it's going to put her over the edge. I'm not going to stand here and let that happen.
But she'll remember, Cruz. It's just going to be a matter of time before she remembers.
I know she'll remember, Kelly. That's all I'm doing. I'm just buying her some time.
This is wrong.
You know what would really be wrong? Be to make that girl suffer another instant because of what Frank Goodman did to her. That'd be like watching the bastard reach out of the grave and grab her all over again. It's not going to happen.
Honey, I don't want to hurt you. Hurt? There has to be another way.
Well, if there is, I don't see it, Kel. And unless somebody can show it to me, this is the way it's going to be. I'm going to take the blame for Frank's murder and give BJ the chance to get well enough to remember what really happened. I'm sorry.
Look, I'm embarrassing you. I'm embarrassing myself. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. Tell me, how do you happen to be thinking of that part of Ted's anatomy?
Well, actually, it's really kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, it is. It's very embarrassing. It's embarrassing to me. So why don't we just talk about it some other time?
Because she's right. You do have a birthmark there.
Yeah.
Well, since she can't remember Ted, could you tell me how she happens to possess that information?
Suzanne's photo shoot.
Suzanne?
Yeah.
No one named Suzanne as part of what I remember.
Well, it was this photo shoot that Suzanne and I, the one out to the beach. And she gave me these little bikini things to wear. It was really small. And, I'm sure that Suzanne showed Энджела at the gallery. That's where she saw him. So, I mean, it's good. Her memory's coming back. That's very good. It's very good, right?
Yeah, I guess so. It's just a little weird that one of the first things I remember is your butt.
Well, of course. I mean, that's just the most inconsequential things that mean the most. That come to you first. It's the way it happens, I guess. That's what they told me.
Well, I just wish I would remember something about me, about my life, instead of part of your body. I've only seen in pictures. Well, You guys have a good night.
Okay. All right, you too. Night. That was weird. That was like the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me. All right, let's see. Where were we? Nuptial marriage wedding. It's your turn. All right.
Liar.
That's not a very nice word.
No, it isn't. Do you want to tell me what that was all about?
I have no idea.
Ted, I want the truth. Has there ever been anything between you and Энджела?
This girl is under treatment at the moment, and I won't have you upsetting her.
I'm not here to upset you, BJ, or to cause you any more pain. I just need an answer.
So, do you tell me the question, or do I have to guess?
You're feeling better. I'm glad.
So am I. Look, both my parents are cops. I know you have a job to do, so just ask me a question.
Just have patience. I want to talk to you about the visit that you and Cruz made to the desert, to the spot where Frank Goodman was killed.
You've been getting bad information, pal. BJ hasn't been to the desert since
Warren. I had to go out there. It was important.
Was it your idea or Cruz's?
It was mine. I felt all dead inside. And I thought maybe if I went out there, saw where it happened, I'd feel something sad or glad.
Did you?
No.
Well, it was kind of peculiar that he drove right to the spot. How did he know where it was?
Everyone knows where Frank died. It was in all the newspapers.
Actually, it wasn't.
You don't have to answer any more questions if you don't want to.
Well, I think it's more pleasant talking here than down at headquarters. BJ, did Cruz mention anything about being on the mesa the night Frank Goodman was killed?
No, he didn't.
I am not talking to you.
Well, what are you fishing for, pal? It's obvious Cruz was in the hospital when Frank was killed.
How do you know that? Were you with him?
You know I wasn't with him, but I do know that he wasn't...
BJ, just answer the question, please. Did Cruz say anything about ever having been there before?
No. But if he had been there, I'm sure he would have said so. Do all these questions mean that you know that my brother didn't kill Frank?
Well, Before I can walk into that court and tell the judge we've made a mistake by indicting Sawyer, I've got to have another name, another possible killer. If you come up with any ideas, you call me, you hear?
I hear.
Why didn't you say you'd been out there?
I didn't want to think about it. I'm sorry he brought it up. It just makes me feel...
Was it bad?
No, that's the problem. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. Like I told Agent McCabe. I didn't feel anything.
I find it hard to believe you wouldn't mention something so important.
Because I didn't want you to know what kind of person I really am. How I'm feeling. How unnatural. I know you'd only hate me for it.
Hate you? BJ, I could never hate you. You're a treasure. I admire you.
If I'm so great, then why don't you love me? I'm sorry. It's okay. I don't expect you or anyone else to ever really love me. I know that I'm ruined. Frank taught me things by the time I was 12 that many women don't know even after they're married.
BJ, this is your business. I don't need to hear any of this.
No, I want you to know it all. And even if you want to leave me after you know everything that I've done, I know that I don't deserve you or anyone else.
Stop that. What are you trying to do?
I guess I just don't want to prolong the agony. I'd rather you just leave me now before I love you even more than I do.
All right. If you want to tell me, then tell me. But let's get one thing clear. I'm here right now, and I'm going to be here when you're finished. So go on if you want to.
Frank touched me. I was 10. We rode out to the beach on the back of his motorcycle.
If you go to McCabe and tell him you killed Frank, he won't believe you. Nobody will.
I don't agree. I think that I can make people believe me.
Cruz, everybody knows you were in the hospital that night, delirious with fever.
It doesn't mean I couldn't have left for a while. McCabe already thinks I did. You said so yourself.
I said he was asking questions about it. I don't know what he was thinking.
So we'll just have to make sure he thinks what we need him to think.
We? There's no we here. I don't want any part of this. If you're going to throw your life away, you can do it alone.
Nobody's going to believe I left the hospital unless you tell them I did. I need you to do this for me. I need you to help me save BJ.
Can we please forget about birthmarks, forget about Angela, and just play our game?
Was there ever anything between you and Angela?
Are you serious about this? You're not joking. Are you joking?
Believe me, I'm not joking.
Katrina, I love you. And I've told you that. I think you are interesting, you're fun, you're beautiful. You're thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. You're the woman that I want to marry. Come on, why in the world would I mess that up for a woman like Angela?
Those are questions, not answers.
All right, you want to know the truth? Frankly, I'm just a little bit concerned and hurt that you would think that I'm even capable of such a thing.
Yeah, why would I think that? I mean, I might have a little problem with English, but do you have a birthmark on your bum? That's pretty clear in any language.
I told you where that came from. It was Suzanne's pictures.
I saw Suzanne's photographs. I don't remember that birthmark showing.
Well, maybe you didn't look. Sometimes the most obvious things, they're right in front of your face. You don't even notice them. For instance, Angela's living in the same house that I am, and I hardly even notice her.
Ted, you're engaged. You're not dead. If you don't notice a woman that pretty, that sexy, I'm seriously worried about you.
Okay, all right, yeah. Well, yes, of course I notice her. But, I mean, that's why God put women like Angela on this earth, to drive men crazy. It's...
Oh, so you do notice her and she drives you crazy?
No, I didn't say that. I'm saying that when you think about a woman like Angela, you also think about... Oh, come on, you asked me the question. Don't hang me for telling you the truth, okay?
You haven't told it yet. I want to hear it.
Okay. Okay, all right. You want to know the truth? All right. Okay, I'll tell you the truth. Yes, absolutely yes. We've been seeing each other. We've been having this mad, passionate, sexual thing for 2 weeks, 3, 5, I don't know, weeks now. My God, I said it. All right, you happy now?
Somehow I'm gonna put the idea in McCabe's mind that I got out of the hospital that night and I went to the desert and I killed Frank. He's gonna ask you about it. And you're gonna seem reluctant to talk about it, but you are gonna back me up.
I won't do it.
Kelly, you have to do it. This is BJ's only chance.
There's no way in hell I'm going to help you throw away your life.
I'm not throwing away my life.
End of discussion. I won't do it.
He would fill the tub all the way to the top before he'd put in the bubble bath. Most people put it in before they start the water, but that wasn't Frank's way. He would pour it in and put his arm in the tub and swirl it back and forth until the bubbles started to form. Lily of the Valley, that's what he used to use. He liked the scent. He said it was pure. Like me. Like our love. And then when he got the bubbles just the way he liked them, he would look at me and say, "All ready for you." It was always the same. "All ready for you." It's like a signal between us. He would watch me as I got into the tub. And I looked at him. That's what he wanted. He wanted me to look into his eyes. But I wouldn't see him. I'd take myself away somewhere where lilies of the valley really grew. And it was beautiful, safe. Where no one could put their hands on me. As soon as he would say, "All ready for you," I'd be gone. And I wouldn't come back till he was finished. Sometimes I just wished I could stay there. And never come back. That never happened. I'd always come back. And he'd always be there smiling at me. Now he's gone. Can't smile at me anymore.
I really wish he was still alive, BJ. Because I would kill him.
I know what you're thinking. And you're right. So bad, so dirty. I don't deserve your love or your friendship. ready for it. All ready for you.
Are you sure this is going to help?
That's what it says here.
Well, it's ridiculous.
Well, I agree. Why are you doing it?
Because, Julia, I will do anything so we can make a baby.
Well, that's a good attitude. Okay, get on your head.
What? I thought that only applied to female reproductive stuff.
This is not gender bias. It says that you need to stand on your head for about 30 or 40 minutes.
30
because the
or
blood
40
needs to go
minutes?
through and circulate for a long
I
time.
haven't stood on my head, I don't think, since the last time I showed off for Sally Tyndall and I was 10 years old.
Was that before or after the frog?
Before. You know something? I'm going to fall over, and I'm going to break a lot of bones, and I'm going to spend 6 months in a body cast, and you try to make a baby like that.
Oh, wait, I forgot something.
What?
It says that you need to be performing this naked.
Let me see that. Let me see it. Very funny.
Actually, it was.
You know what was actually very funny, Julia? It's actually very funny that you actually believed me.
Well, you did.
No, Julia. No, I was just trying to keep myself busy so that I'd stop wanting you, but you know something, it didn't work.
Mason, listen, you know what? The only reason you want me like this is because you know that you can't have me right now. Otherwise, you wouldn't really
Julia,
want...
but why should I be the only one to suffer?
Ridiculous. Someone has to be mature around here about
You know what I think? I think Dr. Zeman is a quack. I happen to feel that if two people want a baby, they should make love. They should not abstain.
Just think how rested you'll feel after a week.
I'm calling this vacation over.
No, you can't do that, Mason, because we need to work on this.
This is all your fault. It is. You running around dressed like that is like waving a pizza under the nose of a starving man.
I'll go sleep in the guest room.
Absolutely not. It's bad enough if I can't touch you. I'll be damned if I'm going to sleep alone.
Fine. You're acting this way, and it's going to force me to do something base and common. I'll be right back.
Don't say that.
You want to know the truth? Here it is. Angela and I, we can't keep our hands off each other. We've been doing it on the beach, in closets, handcuffed, unhandcuffed. You know, the other day when you tried to get into the boardroom, we were doing it on the table in there. She didn't even have her skirt on.
Please stop.
No, you want to know the truth? I'm telling you the truth. All right? You see this? You see this mark right here?
Yeah.
That didn't happen in the accident. It's a hickey. She swerved to miss the elephant because she was on me in the car. You were sleeping in the back seat, and I didn't even watch the road.
Dad,
this morning,
please.
I was looking at a chandelier in the foyer.
Stop it, please. Can you ever forgive me?
Excuse me?
I get it, okay? I'm being ridiculous. I'm sorry. I've never been a petty, jealous person. I mean, how can I think that about you and her? You know?
Well,
I feel like a real jerk.
Dee, it's just... We're all entitled to those days.
Can you forgive me? I mean, it's so important that we trust each other, and here I am accusing you so unfairly.
I know. Yeah, well, let's forget about it, okay? I mean, let's just forget about Angela. And
I should probably go on.
No, it's okay.
To
Let's
her.
just, like I said, we'll forget about her. She's probably not even thinking about it right now anyways. Okay? All right, look. Why don't we finish our game and I'll go get us something to eat, okay?
No, I'm not hungry.
All right, no, it's okay. Come on. Come over, sit down. Just think up your next word there. Okay? You just... I'm going to get us a feast. I'll be right back. Kelly.
Please. Without you, this won't work.
Good.
You know how fragile BJ is right now. Do you want to see her come completely apart?
Of course I don't. But I think you're underestimating her. You think she's just gonna fall apart if she knew the truth? Maybe she would accept it and deal with it and get on with her life.
If she could accept it and deal with it, she wouldn't have blocked it out of her mind in the first place. She's delusional right now, and for damn good reason.
You can't fix everything. It's wrong in the world all the time, Cruz.
I'm her father, and I have to try.
And what about your other children? What about Chip and Adriana? They've already lost their mother. Are they supposed to live without their father, too, because you want to sit in jail for a crime you didn't commit? Are they supposed to live with the stigma of having a murderer for a father because you feel guilty about something that happened to a child you didn't even know was yours?
I can keep the kids out of it. I can keep the kids out, and it won't be for that long, I'm
sure. You don't know that. Wonder if she doesn't remember. Are you willing to stay in prison, waiting for something that might not ever happen? How could you do that to Chip and Adriana, Cruz? How could you do that to us?
But if BJ is destroyed, I will be too.
You don't have to stay, Warren. I know how you feel.
I don't think you do.
Sickened. Can't stand to look at me.
You're wrong, BJ. Frank sickens me. You don't. In fact, I treasure you more now than ever. Because I know the terrible ordeal that you've lived through. But you made it. Here you are. Just look at you. So soft and innocent and beautiful. Frank never touched you, BJ. He never touched the part of you that really matters. Because you kept the real you all locked up and safe. And it's that part. It's that part that it means so much to me. And it's that part that's going to help you get over all of this.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Mason.
I just can't stop thinking about what's underneath all this stuff you've done to yourself.
Mason, stay in your place.
What? Julie, I promise. We'll stop. If you say we'll stop, we'll stop.
I haven't heard that since I was 16.
Did it work then?
No, and it's not going to work now. Now get on your side.
Come on, Julia. There. Go away!
Come in.
Hi, I hope I'm not intruding. Julia, you look...
How?
Fine. Listen, I'm sorry to barge in like this. I just need to talk to someone. I just did a terrible thing.
Somehow, I doubt that very much.
No, I did. I practically accused Ted of cheating on me.
Oh, that is pretty terrible. Katrina, Ted is loyal and steadfast and trustworthy and honest and loyal.
You said loyal.
But he is loyal, Julia. Ted is the salt of the earth. He's rock solid. He's straight arrow.
Loyal.
That, too. And Ted would never, ever, under any circumstances, ever cheat on his fiancée. Ever. He's loyal.
I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. right. I can understand you wanting to help your daughter, but I don't understand how you're willing to sacrifice your life and mine for months, maybe years.
Okay. Okay, so what would you have me do? What else can I do?
Why don't you try the truth? Why don't you tell Boswell what happened and then trust that he'll treat BJ with sensitivity and care?
Care, yeah. You know, Vic is the most sensitive guy on the planet, but he's a cop. And when he hears about this, what he's going to do is arrest BJ immediately.
And instead of you taking everything upon yourself, why don't you go to her parents? Why don't you sit down with Jody and Reese, and all three of you can figure out the best way for BJ to handle what's ahead of her?
Kelly, I think it's time for her real father to start taking care of her. I couldn't do anything to keep her childhood from being stolen out from under her, but I can do something now. And I'll be damned if I'm going to listen to Frank Goodman laughing in his grave while BJ goes to jail for giving him what he deserves.
What about Chip and Adriana? What about your kids? Who's going to take care of them? Who's going to dry their tears when they're told their father's a murderer? You're not thinking this through.
Well, help me think it through. I don't have a couple of years to figure it out, you know?
What's going on with you? Is this some kind of a martyr complex?
No, it's a parent complex. I'm a parent. I'm trying to save my child. I guess that's something you can't understand.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I don't know how to feel anything because I'm not a parent. You're really going for the jugular.
Wait. Okay, fine. I'm out of here. And I appreciate you looking out for Chip and Adriana. But truthfully, I think you're a hell of a lot more worried about yourself.
What are you doing?
I was, reading through some biographies. I was hoping that something or someone would ring a bell.
Did you find anything?
No. So far, the only thing that rings a bell is that cute little birthmark.
See, okay, all right, see, that is the kind of thing you're supposed to just forget about, okay?
Well, I would hate to try to forget the only thing I remember.
Don't, you have to, all right, because it's very embarrassing to me.
Well, if you really want to be embarrassed, I'll tell you some of the things I've been imagining that we did.
Well, that is just your imagination. You realize that.
Well, of course it is. Why would you want to make love to me when you're engaged to that sweet Katrina? I like her. She's really nice.
Right.
But people don't really like me much, do they?
Well, why do you say that?
If I had any friends, wouldn't they be here by now? You don't really like me either, do you?
Yes. I like you very much. But before, you know, like I was saying, that we're not that close, and...
See, that's so strange. Because I feel closer to you than I do to anybody. To be perfectly honest with you, I wish we were closer. In fact, I was eyeing the chandelier in the foyer.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. See, that is exactly the thing that I'm talking about. You have to forget about that.
Well, I'm trying to. The only reason I'm telling you this is because I want to be an open and an honest person like you and Katrina. Maybe then somebody would like me.
Must be very hard for you. Forgetting about what your life was like.
Well, I just hope that I wasn't as lonely then as I am right now.
What do you want?
Well, you don't have to tell me what's going on here. Lies do that to a relationship. That is what's coming between you two. Lies about what really happened out there on the desert with Frank Goodman.
Good night, McCabe.
Kelly, if you want to talk about it, it'd be good to get it out.
That vase was one of a pair. Would you like to try for two?
It'll come out sooner or later. The truth always does. But it'll go better on Cruz and on you if it comes out now. So think about it. You have my number.
Who is she?
Who is who?
The woman that your brother is having an affair with. Your loyal, soulful brother.
You heard what I said to Katrina?
Yes, as I was reaching for my gas mask to get through the smoke screen.
A gas mask would look very fetching with what you have on.
Are you going to tell me about this?
I don't know, and I don't want to know.
But he told you. You could admit that much.
We discussed it. Come to bed.
Are you going to behave yourself?
I'll be good for 5 more days, but not 1 nanosecond longer. Come on.
All right. Good night.
Julia, promise me one thing.
What?
Promise me that when this week is over, you'll keep those slippers. Little furry things like that really turn me on.
Knock yourself up. Night.
You hold Rachel Ann and treasure her because she deserves it, just like you do.
You have this talent, Warren. I don't know what it is, but when you talk to me, you make me feel so clean and pure inside.
Because that's what you are, kid. Pure. Inside and out.
Warren. Will you hold me?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I admit I don't like the thought of not being with you all the time.
It doesn't have to be like that.
Have you changed your mind about this?
No.
Cruz, you cannot...
Kelly, I thought it through, and that's what I have to do. It's not what I want, but I don't see another path to get where I need to be. So I've chosen to walk this way. Now you have to make a choice too.
You're sure not giving me what you want.
You can choose not to help. I would hate that. I find it unthinkable that you and I wouldn't always be a team, but that's the way it's got to be. I'll live with it.
Like I said, you're not giving me much of a choice.
It's the only one I have to offer.
That's not true. There's other ways to help BJ. We'll think of something together. A better choice.
Kelly, I'm not gonna let her down again. I'm going to protect her. I'll see you later.
I won't let you do this. I'll find some way to stop you. I swear to God I will.
No, you won't, because I'm right. And somewhere deep down, you know it. You just can't face it.
I need to keep an eye on Micah if I'm going to find Sawyer. But the problem is Jody and Reese. They keep getting in the way. I mean, what is their problem? Are they cops or law unto themselves? Regardless, now that the phone's tapped, it's only a matter of time before I get Sawyer.
Too much trash on television. Male stripping doesn't belong on daytime TV. Viewers let it all hang out as they criticize Phil for shows on stripping, baby selling, and homosexuality. Donahue bashing today at 3 on...